Glitching for me. Power tap the screen, grab a heart, give the host the panel. Power tap, y'all. Power tap because it's glitching on my end. I don't know about anybody else's.
I don't. It's not glitching over here, but I don't never see it.
You the host, you barely ever gonna see it.
Oh, somebody said my name was brought up in it. They said, "Hey, Kappa is fixing to go live exposing Glock. She's supposed to show messages, and Miss Netra name was brought up. I don't know why. I just want Auntie to be aware. I'm not trying to carry a ball. Thanks." Hey. I'm here for it.
It just a little commercial video. I had got that same video sent to me.
So that's Kappa video.
I'm gonna drop down before I say something because I'm some bullshit starting in the comments. So I'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all later.
Thank you.
Fake Glock undercover missing.
See, my thing is this how it go for me, Slim. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, you just never know who time it is to spin the wheel. It's like everybody has sitting on the spinning block. So it's just like, it's gonna be juicy for a week or so and then it'll go away. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Kappa gonna drag her ass. If Glock gave up any information about Kappa, Kappa gonna drag her. My thing is, where's Glock with all these accusations against her? She ain't came out for one accusation. But when it was BET and me, you couldn't beat their asses on platforms.
Yeah. It didn't got crazy.
Thank you, Jason.
I don't think everybody could take the heat too though. And then the way that people were folding, like if you just my unbiased, know what I'm saying? I'm giving you my unbiased. Like in a matter of a week or two, it looked like everybody folded on Glock. In a matter of a week or two. And I'm not talking about just like the comment cuz I'm talking about the people that was supposed to be in her corner.
In her circle.
Yeah, in her circle. In a week or two, it looked like everybody folded on her. And she by herself trying to fight it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes that shit get overwhelming.
They ain't law.
Ain't nobody in your corner.
They ain't law. But let me tell you this, Slim. When I found out that AJ recorded my phone conversation, AJ and Glock called me on the phone. When I heard AJ play the conversation back, I don't have one phone conversation to play back for nobody. Like, it's just weird to me. And even I play it back in my head now, Glock would not act like she knew that BET was being scandalous with our friendship. I was a true friend of Glock. Very true. But at the end of the day, she chose all them people now that's folding on her ass. Yeah. Over real loyal friendship. And so I'm just going to sit back right here now and just watch and see it all unfold. I knew AJ wasn't faithful to her. She wasn't faithful to herself. So now it's like everybody running to tell what everybody done said when the circle was corrupt from the beginning.
I had somebody close to me tell me that, yeah, like it's wild over there. I just say that it's wild over there. Like it was dog eat dog. You know what I'm saying? Like amongst the group, amongst the inner circle. Feel me? So I can't.
But they pick and choose, Slim, because I saw them counsel you. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna say shit people won't say. They counseled you for shit that you said, but stuck and hung around Kiana for stuff she done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they grace platforms with people that they play like they couldn't stand you that you were like. So I just sat and watched how everybody picked and chose what was right and what wasn't. It's about who you like, not about what's right over here. So it's just like you just have to watch and see who's going to be loyal to you, because they'll kick you to the curb and be in the same circle with the same type of people that they say you were. So I just watch.
Yeah, nah, that's true. Yeah, I seen that happen. I don't really speak on it. I had a relationship, like if I fuck with you, I don't really care to drag you too much, you know what I'm saying, unless you go to dragging me, feel me? But so I won't say much about this situation. I just was giving the details. I don't Glock all right with me. It is what it is. Sometimes, hey man, karma's a motherfucker, feel me? You do somebody wrong, you gotta get that shit back. And it might come back in the worst way ever, you know what I'm saying? And that's just it. It's happening. It's happening right before our eyes. You switched out on me, and you got with the people that was worse than me, and then you kind of like went to being damn near as bad as me, shit. And now everybody done turned on you, and you need somebody to stand in your corner, and ain't nobody standing there. Ain't nobody standing there. So it's crazy, but it's just life. It ain't like it don't happen in the real world.
Right. Wow. I'm waiting to see. Let me see if Cap on. Y'all keep it cute in the comment section. Don't come in here talking about free Jarvis. We see you. Thank you, Bright Eye Regal. We're not doing that over here.
That's why I don't even understand why the people be hiding their word loyal. They be like, I'm loyal. Loyalty is a long-term concept. I think people be thinking it's a short-term concept. Y'all be committed to relationships that y'all be dealt with. Being loyal to a motherfucker is even after we done felt like I still got your motherfucking back. Even after we felt like I still ain't finna tell your motherfucking secrets. Even after we found out if I get some bad news about you, I still got love for you. I just can't let you. You know what I'm saying? We could never be close as we was once before. But I still fuck with you because that relationship that we shared at one point in time, on my end, it was real. Now, if it was fake on your end, that's another thing. But on
That's
my
how I be
end,
feeling.
it was real. So I can't just do you the same way I do somebody I don't fuck with like that. Like I never bonded with like that. If people on here, I be falling out with people on here all the time. And they be close to me. Some of y'all might not know how close they are to me. But when we fall out, I don't get on the internet and try and drag them. I never speak on nothing. It is what it is. Even when you tell me, if somebody tell me a secret right now, I forgot just that fast. You need to get that shit off your chest. Feel me? I was a listening ear. You know what I'm saying? And you trusted me. So when you tell me to see, you be like, please don't tell nobody. What are we talking about? I don't keep.
Yeah, I'm finna
no
block you
secrets.
tonight too. Keep on.
I don't get information from people just so I can use it to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? That's the weakest shit in the world. Being
Right.
around people and their vulnerability and then using it, you know what I'm saying, to try and hurt them, that's not no good shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kia talking about block Kia quick.
She don't want to be blocked. She just tripping. I be trying to deal with Kia, but Kia be doing too much. We know you got pager. See? Coach Bill snatch you by your hair so tight. Thank you. Yeah, Coach Billups got you quick. Oh yeah, that's clean.
Ain't nothing wrong with Kia. Kia just being Kia shit. It just depending on what day do you get light Kia or goddamn extra Kia.
She said block Kia quick. He grabbed her hair. He didn't block her, but he murked her for 5 minutes. He got you fast.
You like that YouTube over there though? I ain't gonna lie. I just got on YouTube and I say, what they doing?
I love it. We was there 5 hours. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm almost at the stage where I can monetize. They done check me off on 2 out of 3 things. So it's just really the time you put in over there. You have to put in the time. And you have to have patience because I think people get so caught up in numbers that if it's not a large crowd over there, they feel like it's not popping. But I'm telling you, 5 or 10 people that sit in a room and y'all can have a discussion and relate one to another. That's the best vibe in the world. So I don't care about numbers. I just want to have the fellowship. So I love the 5 hours. It was good time. We really didn't have to leave, but came back over here.
See what's going on over here in the wicked world of TikTok.
Yeah, it's a good story though.
That story is all over the place.
Yeah, it is.
I don't believe none of them.
Detroit don't play about their little girl. We're gonna find out.
Yeah, the way that they got pulled up on them, they wasn't expecting that. They thought he was playing.
What happened?
The guy Mark D, he does like lives and podcasts.
I got that was my niece.
And he was basically like they were talking shit to him and he was like, well, I can come through, and they said, yeah, pull up. But they didn't think he was going to pull up, and he did. He came for his interview. But I don't know. I think that when Shell had saw the stuff on the table, she had skipped past when they was talking to the guy whose house it is, who lives in that house. He said a lot in that little 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes that they was talking. It wasn't even that long, honestly. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was talking about how one of their sons is kind of like was accused of doing the same thing that Jarvis does. He said that he didn't sleep with both of them. Basically, it's a lot of people just sleeping with everybody. And if y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but
Who is Jarvis?
the man that's on trial.
Nazaya's stepdad.
Oh, okay. That case. Okay, Nakai Harris case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had a
so
video.
that came out. See, I was following it, and then I got checked because I didn't know that they started it back up.
Oh yeah, they ain't never ending. These Detroiters don't play. They gonna find out where she at.
He gonna tell, because what's gonna happen? They gonna offer him a lesser sentence for them to tell him. That's how they bargain with the. Give him a lesser sentence, and he gonna wind up telling them, where she is.
I don't think she dead. I think she got trafficked.
I don't either. I think the same thing. Yeah, I think the same thing.
But they found her clothes with blood on them.
Did they say that was her blood?
Yeah, they did say it was hers.
That red outfit they found.
Oh yeah, but still, we still can't say she dead though.
Yeah, but how far along was she?
They said no, she had to be like about 5 because from the first text messages when she told him she hadn't had no cycle or that she missed it to the time she came up missing, she had to be like about 5 months.
Yeah, I mean I think that he was just trying to make sure she wasn't going to have that baby. I really don't think just because there's blood on her clothes that she's gone. I really don't.
But he told her he said in the what he had told her he couldn't leave and she had that baby by him because they was gonna get him.
He was like hugging on her. People thought that could have been a family member, but it wasn't. It was some random dudes that was at their house, and he's actually
It's not glitching. I was on pause.
He's an SO as well. So I feel like they had people coming there. I really do. I think that they didn't traffic that girl, unfortunately. He was giving off pimp. It was
I think they unalived her.
madam.
I think he unalived her.
They were madams. That's what I think.
I think so too.
I don't think he unalived her.
I know I think this is what I honestly think happened, that he tried to perform an abortion or they tried to get rid of it, and in the process something probably went wrong, and like that him actually unaliving her himself like that, I don't think he probably did, because he was in love with that little girl with his 6 self.
I don't know about that.
My honest opinion is,
From them
just my opinion. I'm kind of like everybody have their own right to an opinion. I just think that my opinion, he got her pregnant. I think that she was ready to, because no matter what, she was not grown. I think that she thought she was in love at 13. She didn't even begin to know what love was. And I think that her body just started going through a change that made her afraid. Even though those women meant her no good and they weren't good examples, I think that she was ready to pour out to him and tell him that her body, like she wanted to go to the doctor. There was a lot of stuff in the text messages. So I think that the more she wanted to reveal, the more he got afraid that he was going to be exposed to the people as a pedophile, which he was. And so I think that he just, his mind over manners. She was 13, so he convinced her to come. Yes, she was 13. He convinced her to come, and he took her, and he tried to, I don't think it was, he tried to abort it. I think he just pretty killed her.
But if she was to have that baby at 13, wouldn't Child Protective Services come in?
Yes, for
And
sure.
they
In
would, and then
Michigan,
Of course.
he
yes,
would
in
have.
It would
Michigan, they
be
would have
if
been
she
right on it.
listed him as the father. If because he had us so brainwashed, if she didn't list him as the father, they would just assume she got pregnant by another teenager.
DNA test would prove that he was the father, though.
Yeah, and don't they usually do it for whomever,
Yeah,
especially
they ain't
whoever's
gotta
like
do
in the
much.
household? And he was in the basement.
Well, no, he wasn't supposed to be in
He
it.
He
wasn't
wasn't
even.
supposed to be there, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
he have to be.
That's just where he was learning to.
Yeah,
Was this school aware that she was pregnant?
I don't think
His
anybody
never
knew that
said
she was
nothing.
pregnant but him.
Because I wonder at what point did she start showing? Was she wearing bigger clothes? Like, how did not anybody know, you know?
Yeah, because she
Well,
was
the picture
little.
that she took the day of, it looked like she was hiding it. It looked like she was hiding
She
it.
was hiding it. Her stomach was round as a basketball. On that TikTok when she got on that red hoodie and she was dancing. If they couldn't tell
I
she
haven't
was
seen
pregnant,
it.
it's on her TikTok. You have to go to her TikTok. If they couldn't tell she was pregnant from that, something wrong with them. They all in denial. Her stomach is round as a basketball. And when she
You
started,
got to really follow the case to get all the inside.
Right,
You
and
seen
then
her TikTok video, ain't
y'all got to look at her reels too
you
on
seen her
Facebook.
TikTok video?
She was literally saying like she played a song. She was singing a song like I forgot. I think it said you gonna suffer," and she was pregnant. You could tell she was pregnant because her hoodie was real big. You can tell, but you can tell she was kind of going through something. It's on her Facebook reels. It's a video of her sitting there listening to the music. She just bobbing her head, and she's like, "You gonna suffer, you gonna suffer," and I'm thinking like, wow, what if she talking about this man?
and then it's another one. You can see her face is like fat. Her face is like She had a round face, but it's glowing. Like the last one before, the one that they had in that colorful jacket that she last took. Her face is glowing on that picture.
They said stream sister live.
I'm just not hearing about this story. I didn't know nothing about it.
Hey, Pearl. I just
Hey,
Destiny.
It was a moment when, first of all, they knew she was pregnant.
They said Cap alive. We're going to come back to this. I do want to hear Cap explain. What page is Kappa on? Okay, here we go. Mirka.
Tap the screen, y'all.
Hey, Michelle.
Oh, because I want to see how my name in it. I don't want to miss nothing in my name supposed to be in it.
Make sure y'all protect the live.
Because I ain't gave nobody address to Kappa. Not Glock.
I already knew this was gonna end up like this for Glock.
Hey,
Bro.
Michelle.
They already
No,
reported
another
Kappa
app.
live.
Thank you.
What goes around good yellow always come back around. It makes
Yes,
a
it
circle.
does.
It connects.
Yeah, life is a full circle.
I'm at Kappa. Kappa got 400. The numbers don't mean nothing, y'all, to me. I just left YouTube with 60, 70 people.
I thought you lost your login again. I did lose my login. This is a whole different page.
Pick up, Pearl.
She, the woman in the
Yeah, my niece is ghetto country. She country.
Real country.
They got her. My views on YouTube going up? Good. We had fun over there today. Not fun, but it was a good discussion. Y'all follow my niece. Come on, Kappa, with the music. Come on, girl. You know we want to know. But we like our introduction, don't we? I be having my introduction. My song 5 minutes long, so let me shut up. Hey, Starlight. Yeah, they reporting that live, boy. You just sent me something.
Miss Nisha, Mama
Huh?
said, Mama said she gotta come and see. She gotta come and meet. She ain't been on in a while.
I miss it. Somebody asked me, the mayor getting ready to have a gospel explosion.
Uh-huh.
I can't think of the date. And somebody, one of the leads on the team, said, "Can you call Tamla Man and ask her will she come sing?" I'm like, I ain't got Tamla Man phone number. I said, I ain't got Tamla Man phone number. But I want to invite y'all. We having a gospel explosion with the mayor. So anybody that wants to come, I'll get the date. I need to go. It's gonna be a 1-day big gospel concert with the mayor. So anybody that want to go, please let me know.
Yeah, let me know the date.
We over there, Mob Ties. We on Cape Alive. We just hearing the music.
It's gonna be in Fairfield, Miss
Come
B.
on, Kappa. What you say? I think
It's
it's
gonna
on
be
a
in
Saturday.
Fairfield.
It's on a Saturday.
She asking, is it in Fairfield, child?
Palestine, in my
Palestine.
hometown. And in my town where I live. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank you, Poetic.
If it's before March, we can get her to come.
It is before March.
Okay, if you let me know.
I know how many intros. So you'll ask if I get the date? I ain't gonna ask.
Yes.
We live, y'all. We live. We at Kappa's. We waiting on Kappa to open the door opportunity for us to slide our nose asses in. This finna be good to us. Clink, clink. I'm nosy and I'm here for it.
Let me go get my beverage.
We over there, Riri, baby. We over there. Y'all, we nosy as hell. Baby. Tonight, Just Elaine, she is supposed to be exposing Glock. Ronnie got her drink. We ready. PJ keep going in and out. They reporting that live, y'all. They reporting it, girl. Somebody don't want it to come out.
Listen, is that PJ?
Yeah.
Oh, PJ, follow me back.
PJ, that's Pearl. He know your name. If Kappa play one more song, I'm going in the box. I'm gonna be like, come on, Kappa. Oh, Doreen cooking stuffed cabbage, mashed potatoes, and corn. I cook steak, shrimp, white sway fish, and made a salad.
You're asking for PJ cash out. She said, but she on his ass though, but she asked for PJ cash out.
PJ, put your cash app downstairs in the chat. Somebody asked for it. Who asked for it?
Kia.
Don't come off mute, mama. Don't
Kia
let nobody in this box. Don't let nobody in these box. I will let up and I will let down.
Oh, Lord,
she on
let
another
my
level.
man come up in this tonight, please, Father. Somebody I read an inbox that said my name in it, so.
She on another level and I'm here for it.
Let me compose myself.
So y'all see what type of night it's about to be. Please tap the screen.
I got the videos of Katie. I'm gonna play them tonight. Katie done went on the
This is
interview.
great.
Y'all, Katie went on the interview about us.
Every dog got their day. While we still on the fucking intro,
Thank you for saying I'm beautiful. I came home, I took a shower, and I put on some makeup in my magnetic lashes.
Come on, Kappa, you know you don't give us but an hour.
Got ice custody because of this motherfucker right there. And I'll explain. And she know exactly what she did. But go ahead and share the goddamn live. Since y'all being nosy and streaming, go on ahead and share the live.
Oh, Kappa, come on.
Them digging up my property. I told you, when you burned me, I was going to get you back. The For the Haters post was the last straw. I know it's you. They ain't told me it was you, but you the only one who knew what I was doing. To be able, the king didn't even know what I was up to. Don't come off mute, because I don't want to drop and block you. But I'm going to get this out. And then you can explain to them why you running around this app snaking everybody.
Oh, Glock over there. This good to us.
I got to compose myself first, because I'm real upset.
Clank, clank.
Girl. Y'all think AJ throwing Glock under the bus? Hey.
Okay, yeah. Damn.
Okay.
$250 sent to this cash app I'm about to put up. Then I'll tell y'all the story and I'll show y'all the pictures of what Glock did to me in the course of us being cool. I'll show y'all what she did to me in the course of us being cool. This woman,
Y'all going over there and pay for it.
Listen, I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Y'all gonna drop that 250, good y'all.
I've been trying to get a lot of millions.
Glock in the box, Kappa over there, go drop that 250. I might as well turn this shit off. You hear me? Let me know when she get that 250.
Them people came to my house and asked me.
Yeah, I ain't finna. I'm not paying for nobody gossip. Y'all go pay for it, and then we'll listen.
You know my husband got a love child. Can't find a marriage license. Right?
Hey, Queens of New York.
Oh, okay.
Y'all going on?
Why the FBI and the police ain't showed up?
Because I'm about ready to cover this case where everything was free for me to get it. Everything. I'm not knocking nobody, but I'm not finna pay to hear no tea on TikTok.
I'm glad you was brave enough, Glock, to come in here. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Barb, I'm going to let you up.
Yes, Bright Eye.
Let you up. Miss Know All About It. Know it all about, baby. I don't know if you got nothing there, need nothing to do with this, but if you
I love everybody, but $250 to hear it tonight, I ain't gonna be able to.
Take your request out.
Oh, girl. I pay for coffee. Tea, I don't
Please
drink.
on mute. Thank you, Barb. Can y'all share this live to AJ? I heard she was very upset, but I want her to know why. I'm so mad.
She said, I got a $250 cash app.
Share this live to AJ.
She said, I'm going to put up this cash app. When I get that, then I'll tell y'all. That's what she said, y'all. Shit, that's what she said. She got us in the door.
This bitch. Stay on mute, everybody. AJ, put your request in. This bitch called ICE on me and my family.
Somebody gonna pay it.
She called ICE on me and my family. And how she got caught?
These people crazy.
She accidentally sent me a text message.
Damn.
Come up, AJ.
It's 1,100 people in there. If they all give $1 right now, shit, y'all can hear stuff for a whole week.
Me a text message. Me and my family was zip tied.
You funny.
We're in the back of the bed. Come on here.
You're funny. So they
Mick up,
got listen to her.
Pearl, Mick up.
So you better sit here and you're gonna take it. Then when you come off mute, you gonna cop to every damn thing you did to everybody. Yeah, I accidentally gave out my address when I was on the phone with her. Next thing I know,
Destiny, Mick up. Cause she talking to Glock like this right now. She said when she get through, Glock finna tell people. She said, "Yeah, this here ain't giving." Like, hold on, this some bullshit here.
right? This the games y'all want to play on TikTok. This the shit y'all want to do to people. All of what? All of what?
What the fuck?
All of y'all fighting and ganging up on people. I'm not even on TikTok.
What
Videos
the?
being made of me on TikTok.
What the shit is
Why
doing?
bitches dropping DMs from 2023 on TikTok.
Glock just sitting there letting you talk to her like that?
Shut the fuck up. You see how you believe that shit? Glock ain't do none of that shit to me. Come off mute, Glock. Fuck you, bitches. Fuck all of you bitches. You clout chasing ass bitches. I'm gonna always rock with her. I don't give a fuck what she said about me in 2023. I told one of her best friends to fucking die.
Netra, you know who this is beside PJ?
I'm sorry, y'all.
Now, bitches. Now come for me.
I'm sorry, y'all.
You big face asshole.
Oh, so
Hold on,
she.
Kat. Let me
Go
apologize.
on mute, Penny.
Also, Glock over there, her and Glock was getting people pumped up. They ain't got no beat.
So it ain't nothing, basically.
When I give my word is my bond. Say capital again, you bitches, and I'm gonna rain hellfire down on you and Blaze. Say capital one more fucking time, bitches. Trump is in office. You can go sit your ass in the FBI and explain why you trying to intimidate somebody that took a fucking restraining order out on you, Blaze. Huh? What you told her? I sent somebody to her child's grave. Did you tell him that part, Blaze? Did you tell him that part? That she received a picture?
Police!
Grave, and you told them it was me! Me, nigga! I am gonna rain hellfire down on you! I am gonna fucking destroy you, nigga! You lying ass, ready mouth bitch! You told that woman I sent somebody to her son's grave! That's why she said that shit, bitch! Open the fucking door, bitch! You stalking ass motherfucker! I took a restraining order out on you. That's all I fucking needed was to show that your ass is trying to intimidate me. Open the door, bitch! Oh, and if you thought I was going after Glock,
Kappa mad.
Psych, bitch, I'm going after you. Take it away, Glock.
I'm here to just basically clear my name. But before we get it, let's speak on that interview thing. They think that Barb, I'm hearing Barb get dragged, but that wasn't Barb. It stopped me from doing it.
Phenomenal. Your face is priceless. I swear.
They told me don't do that.
Ooh, you and Miss Marie. I got dizzy.
So I don't know where y'all want to start at. I will speak on anything besides the CPS.
Okay. Questions is gonna be $25. Getting in the box is gonna be $25. And yeah. Period.
For some of y'all,
it's not a skill.
What you mean, child? Nick, what you mean, child?
This shit done turned into a money grab here.
Somebody said, "Oh no, baby."
Everybody over there saying this a money grab.
Oh, girl, who took
It
my
is a money
words,
grab.
TikTok
girl?
left for one day and everybody they make it a money grab.
Oh no!
Get to that's why Glock was gone so long.
I want everybody to know.
They cut them food stamps off. They trying to get it.
No matter what they saying, I'm still gonna ride with Glock. She came clean to me about the stuff she did. I'm cool with that. But what she did was at the behest of Blaze by him telling her that I sent a troll page, sent her a picture.
That's my niece by that's my sister, my oldest sister daughter. Jediah is my niece.
He told them Kappa did that. She said that people are.
Girl, I got tears in my eyes. I'm trying to fight.
Telling me it was Kappa normal. For a long time, I went after Kappa.
He told them that I sent somebody to her deceased son's grave. When have y'all ever known me to play with somebody's deceased relative? Ever?
No. But I'm still gonna fuck both of y'all bitches up.
I know.
Nobody knew the relationship that being
Wait a minute, is that AJ over there in the box and she been talking about Glock too? Some
Man,
bullshit.
yeah.
I see. That's why I'm ready to get off the messy side of TikTok and all this bullshit.
Somebody jump on a troll page.
For real. That's why I'm back to my topics and stuff. Because this messy side of TikTok, you don't know what's fake. You don't know what's real. I'm so ready to get from wrapped up in that shit. I don't know what to do.
She goes to her friend.
It's just old. It's corny. It's old.
Somebody sent a picture of my.
And it don't matter what topic it is, it all sound the same after a while. It just all sound the same. I don't belong on this side of TikTok if this is the messy side. I just don't like the chopped up, fucked up, fake up stories, the made up stuff. Girl, we done run thinking it's some juice. We over here discussing a lit girl that they can't find in real life. Like, we over here discussing a 13-year-old that a 40-some-year-old man took advantage of. And I stopped. I went over to YouTube so I would not be wrapped up in... You see how quick the devil, as soon as you say you ain't going to do something, you end up doing it. This is bullshit. I don't want to hear it. I'm finna go back to what's important. Where's this little girl at? If y'all want to go hear this same old bullshit, drop us back down to 60 viewers. Like, I want to talk about real stuff. You hear me? I've had my just diligence on the messy side of TikTok. That shit is getting boring. It's the same old. It ain't bringing me no substance. It ain't giving y'all no substance. You know, every blue moon we'll touch and cuss a nigga out, but just every day. So I don't give a shit about Glock them like that. You know, I love you, but I don't care who shared who residence. I don't give a shit if they ain't got the white man or the black man involved with a suit and tie on. Who gives a shit? Yeah, Yeah, it done got old. To me, I can't speak for everybody else. But
that's growth. That's what they come from, growth.
It's old.
Anytime you're doing the same stuff over and over and over and over, you get content with it.
It's just now starting to sound coerced. You know what I'm saying? It's just not sounding like it's real. Like, stuff just starting to sound coerced. It's starting to sound made up for clicks, like, shares, because shit free out here.
There's so many people doing it now, so they have to find ways to be creative and try to make something their story seem a little bit more fascinating than the next person or whatever. It's going to be all kinds of tricks and trades going on. You watch and see. It's going to be all kinds of foolery and you know, some people probably turn into magicians after a while.
It's every day. Every day is something different. Like, that shit is not natural. It don't work like that.
Right.
Well, you know, just thank God that you know, Donald J. Trump is in office, and he's going to make sure that we can avoid all the
I'm gonna start dropping.
Forget Donald Trump. He put a pause on my federal aid.
Somebody, Coach Billum started off. I'm gonna start dropping you when you talk about Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter. I don't like Trump. Trump ain't doing shit. The Target don't want black folks in it. They don't want their products in it. Like, Trump don't do nothing for me. So I love you, niece, but respectfully, I don't have a president. After Obama. Like, my insurance is still Obamacare. So that's who take care of me and make sure I go to the doctor down there for free. I don't support Trump. I don't want to talk about Donald Trump. I don't fuck with Trump. I don't like him. That's
Did you say after Obama? Oh, I love you. I'm glad you said after Obama. So not even Biden, right?
Yeah, Joe Biden wasn't my president.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's why.
Yeah, my president was Obama. After Obama, I don't have one. I know. I don't have a president.
Out here free falling.
I still get Blue Cross Blue Shield from Obama shit. That's my president. The medical bit, baby. That $20 picking up 3 prescriptions is working for me. Yes, honey. Get you some Obamacare. They said Obama was a joke. You know what? He might have been a joke. Hell, all of them a joke. All of them is. But one thing I can say about Obama, he made sure I went to the doctor.
Baby, they better start reading about these DEI policies and all this stuff. A lot of people, and that's what's wrong with us as people. We don't read. We like for somebody else to tell us something. I don't care what kind of information, how good it is. Somebody tell me, I'm gonna go look it up myself and read it so I can say I seen it, not nobody else told me or I heard this and that. So that's why when we was looking for you, my dad was like, we're not going to Walmart, but that Target out there by y'all was an hour and some away. So he was like, well, I'll let y'all go on the Gordon.
I ain't going back to Target. And Curtis and Glam, they on the same page. Curtis like Trump. Like our house divided when it come to politics. So he like Trump, I don't. Curtis is a big Trump supporter. I'm not. But I'm not going back to Target. I'm damn near probably ain't going back to Walmart after the things that I've been hearing. But I got investigated.
Walmart changed theirs first.
Yeah.
All stores did.
But Walmart was the very
only one did was Costco. So guess y'all all gonna go to Costco. Walgreens did.
Who did?
CVS, Apple did. Apple did.
I hate politics too, Stacey. I really hate politics. I really feel like that I just hate politics and I just keep living. I tune out of politics as much as I can. I just give all my faith and substance to God. I don't look for nothing from the government. I give all my faith and substance to God. I look to the hills. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a president.
You have to, because one thing that hasn't changed and one thing that's not going to change is God. He is the same.
Right. As long as you got God, you should all be okay. That should be the only person y'all trust in anyway. Y'all trust in anybody else, you're gonna be left out on the branch. On the branch. Just
let them know.
Weighing back and forth.
So y'all,
my mama used to say it.
I do want to get back to this topic because we really had a good topic going. If anybody followed us on YouTube, PJ, y'all don't know about it. But if somebody mute up, it sound like a bunch of noise in the background. We not finna get into politics, Liz. I know you said it's good, but I'm not finna get into the politics talk. I wish I could and would, but I always know how it end. Everybody be mad and shit. Ain't none of them feeding us. But they not. But I don't like to get into politics in the Bible like that. I do want to talk about this little girl that's missing. This is a triggering topic. If you don't want to be a part of it, you don't have to. But I am trying to get out of the messy side of TikTok as much as I can. So I need to go back to what I used to do when I first stopped cooking and started doing topics and stuff. So I want to bring awareness to this case. Now, I went and recorded on Facebook. When we were on YouTube today, they talked about the grandmother and how she would talk. How she would talk to those kids. And y'all know I went and found the video. Kurt, let me see. Sorry. Here we go, y'all. This is the grandmother.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
This is her talking to the grandkids. Nazaria as well, the little girl that's missing.
What are these stupid ass kids doing?
Oh, CPS took the kids?
Yes, they did. Yesterday.
Okay, hold on. Let me hold on. I'm going to have to start this over because I want y'all to hear. So this is the grandmother the morning of. The whole family failed her, and I was wondering if they were going to take the other kids. You know they've been following the grandmother around, so she was in a grocery store the other day with the other kids. So I was wondering, and this is a picture that's surfing on the internet, so don't nobody think I went and found the grandma and went through a photo gallery. I didn't. All these pictures are photos taken from Facebook.
Yep,
so they are public now. They are public. It is viral. It is going around. The grandmother's name is Annette Harris. The little girl's name is Nazaria Harris. She was a 13-year-old little girl that was being groomed and raped by a 40-something-year-old man. He unalived her. So we don't know if it's a rumor or not, but he unalived the little girl because she got pregnant by him. The thing is, the grandmother and the auntie we're trying to figure out if they were a part of it and if the grandmother should be still keeping the other children. There is a video going around of an uncle that was dancing with the little girl with a beer in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Later to find out, this is new evidence that I found out today, he was registered. That's the uncle. So the man that we saw dancing with her in the video on the internet with a beer in his hand, kissing her behind her ear, was a registered SA as well.
And he wasn't her uncle. He wasn't an uncle.
Yeah, he wasn't
was
an
not
uncle.
supposed, but they're calling him her uncle, and he wasn't. You're right. He wasn't. So he was registered. So everybody that was around this little girl and failed her, and this is the last picture she took the day that she disappeared. So she is I don't have no questions for Kappa, y'all. Who went and told Kappa I had questions? Kappa said what? Let me see. Kappa is saying you
just came and said, Kappa said you can come ask questions for free. I told her we doing topics.
Yeah, I don't have no questions for Kappa. It look like Kappa after Blaze ass. I catch Kappa on the bloggers page. I know Kappa finna eat, but I don't have no questions, y'all. I love Kappa, but I don't have no questions. Like Glock, whatever Glock them going through, I'm waiting for it to fall out in the dryer. It's still washing. When they get out and rinse and get in the dryer, then I'll catch up. But out of cycle right now, I can't keep up. I can't keep up with the cycle. So back to the little girl. This is the 13-year-old little girl. Yeah, we busy. This little girl was being mistreated, and they cannot find her body. They found her shoe. So here's what we're thinking from covering the story today. They found this shoe, and they were stating that the shoe was not hers. But here in this picture, she is wearing.
No, that's not the same shoe.
That is the same shoe, Good Yellow.
No, that's not the same shoe.
Look at it.
Good Yellow, look.
Wait to that shoe.
It's the same exact shoe.
That's the same shoe.
Okay, go back to the other one.
Red, black, and white Nike.
You need some glasses, Yellow. Here.
I got them on. See?
Oh, I was gonna say because I'm gonna give
That
you.
trim on them shoes is not black.
It's burgundy or red. It's red. Look at that.
Oh, okay. That is a shoe.
The check is black. The check is the only thing that's black in those shoestrings.
Right. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's
is
the same shoe, y'all. Her family, they said it was the same shoe. It's the same shoe. They verified it. They said it on the news today. They found the hoodie with holes in the head part. They found her shoe, and they found a pink jump set. According to the news, the things that they found was hers. It belonged to her. So what they're trying to say now is that her body could possibly be in the river. The night, Kia. So my thing is this is what I want to ask. Should the grandma and the auntie be held responsible?
Yeah.
Like some charges should come up on them?
I thought they was trying to charge them. I thought it was like a hearing to charge them.
No, the preliminary hearing has been for him to go to trial, and he's going to trial in March. So that's the preliminary hearing. They want him to go.
Right.
But during the preliminary hearing, the charges is gonna come afterwards.
No, he's going to trial.
Anytime you have
He's going to trial.
Anytime you have a known SA in your home residing under, even when it's their own. That's why anytime SA have another child and they can be married with that person, CPS come and take that baby out the household, even if it's with a spouse or whatever. So her auntie and granny and them, they already knew he was a registered vet. So they was never supposed to have him in the house with her and no other kids unsupervised. She wasn't supposed to be letting her go with him unsupervised without them. And so she got on that stand, and that's what she messed up at. And I said that when I was watching it. When she let her go, she gave her permission to go with him, and he called and asked for her to come and clean up the shop.
Right.
The aunt said yes. So that's where she gonna get charged at, because she said that under oath.
Is it not like in Florida where if you register, you have to register your address and then the people have to come out and make sure it's fine?
Yeah,
Is it
Well, they
like
really
that?
don't go
Well,
out. That's
no,
where the
in
system
Oh, in
Michigan,
failed.
Florida,
they
they
That's
don't
where
do.
do
the
that.
system
You gotta
failed. The
go.
system failed. They
In
don't
Yeah,
go
Michigan,
because
out.
in
in
Florida,
Michigan, you
they
only
do.
gotta go stand in line, get your fingerprints, and you're registered. You don't have
Oh
to
no, in
do.
Florida, I guess because it's a lot of SA people, but in Florida they do. And if you stay
they
with
even
so
have
many,
signs that they supposed to have in the yard.
yeah,
See, it's
yep.
on publicdata.com, and baby, that's the app I keep for everything when I'm
Man,
dating.
Yeah, but see, he wasn't living there. He would
No,
sneak and go over there
his
and be in
kids
the
live there.
basement. So this is the part.
Oh,
This is the part that's kind of tricky. He didn't live there.
No.
So, but he would go there because she lived there with the grandmother and the auntie. But he would go there. Who would let him in? It had to be the little girl, but he would be in the basement and call her down to the basement. Or when he was there visiting the auntie, he would
His
sneak off
kids
and go be with the little girl.
because he had 5 kids by the auntie, so he would be like pretending, well, not pretending, but he would be there visiting his own kids too, which would be
Thank y'all.
supervised with the mama and the granny then, but with her, they would allow him to pick up her and his other daughter with the auntie to go clean up the shop.
Hold on,
Even after seeing
Right.
text
yeah,
messages,
he
knowing
got
they
5
said it
kids with
inappropriate.
Shannon?
Huh?
Yeah,
said
y'all
he
do know he wasn't registered yet. Let me say this right quick. Y'all do know that he had charges on him, but he had not been yet convicted. So he had not registered as a SA offender, but he was known as one. Like he went to jail, the allegations were on him, the evidence was there, but they said that the system failed in that area, and so it had not been put in the system yet that he was actually registered.
yeah, but so yeah, Chicago totally different, and that's probably why. And Chicago is a place, or Detroit in general, or whatever. They're a place where the age of consent is 16, and not many states are like that. But in Detroit, the age of consent is 16, and they can mess with an adult who's over, I think 20 something. Like they can mess with older people, older adult men. So it's kind of just weird that he got charged and they didn't make him, because in Florida, the moment that you are charged and arrested with that, it f's up your whole life. Whether you innocent or not, they automatically begin to register you. You cannot stay near a school. You can't do none of that. Even once you get proved to be innocent, then they'll take you off. But the moment you get charged, they automatically put you into that registry and have you registered until they get it, until whatever the case is done. They don't play in Florida about. That's crazy that he went to jail for that or whatever and never registered, because that probably could have saved her.
Well,
So
none of the
See, that's
business
one of the things that we saw today is that he wasn't
he was
registered.
registered. He was registered. He registered October
He
31st,
was registered for
2005.
one of the cases.
For
He was pending
2005,
for the other.
for criminal sexual
Yeah,
conduct
he
third
was.
degree.
Well, see,
He was
when
registered.
we saw today, they said that yeah, we saw Kappa and Glock out. What we saw today, they said that it was a charge that he wasn't registered for.
That was
So
the one
maybe
he was
that's the
coming to front
update.
of
But
us
we
with.
went through the case today, the preliminary hearing.
So this is from 2005. I think this is one because he got 2 other criminal sexual conduct charges with Nazias. He got 2 other ones, and this is one of his first ones from 2005.
See, he got charged for that baby first.
Yeah.
Then
But he served
Well, that's
time
what they
for it.
said.
So how did they say on the news? That must have been false news today we watched. Because they said he went to prison for it for like 10 years, right? On one charge, he went to prison for something. Yeah, he did 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was false
For
allegations.
the
So
baby
scratch that
charge.
out. Yeah.
And then he was turning himself in the day that she came up missing to go to court for the 9-year-old charge for SA.
So this is y'all. I'm gonna play a little bit of the text messages about where he was in the house. So I will tell y'all this in my dead voice. Eeyore, enter at your own risk. This is a very disturbing case, but the trial starts in March, and I am gonna be following the trial on YouTube. So we went over there today, and I got everybody caught up. I look at it every morning to stay caught up, but right now enough evidence has been proven for it to go to trial. So it will be going to trial. A body was discovered, but they have not said if it was the little girl's body. Allegations are pointing towards the river because her clothes was found by the river. But I am going to be following this case. This going to help me get out of this side of TikTok. So look for us in March when the trial start. Until then, we're going to be following the cousin and around. They said Roxy will come up on the platform and talk. Now, Roxy is the little girl's cousin, the relative, which is Shannon's them relative. So if y'all want to find Roxy on TikTok and possibly get her over here, they say she will answer questions.
Where's her mother?
Her mother, from what we understand, the little girl has not been around her mother.
She be coming on. Her mom comes on Roxy platform, and Roxy asked her, did she want to share anything? Did she have any questions? And she did like a little interview and snippet with the mama. She because a lot of people don't see her or hear her. She's still, looking and hoping that her baby is alive.
They said she was on drugs, though. They said the mom was on drugs.
Yeah, she been battling.
And the dad died. The dad had an interview. We didn't watch the interview today, but I've seen the interview. The dad had an interview where he had a stroke. And that was last year. He's died since his interview. From what I understand, the dad is deceased. So really, and I don't know if this was the dad's sister or who. I think it was her mom. No, it was her mom's mama. It was her mom's mom that was keeping her. It's sad. But these are the text messages. So y'all enter at your own risk. If it's triggering, leave it live.
PlannedParenthood.org/burn/abortion/the abortion pill. The next search is immediately after that, so December 10th at 9:32 p.m. UTC, the abortion pill. Get the facts about medication abortion. There's a search that was conducted before that, and that site is plannedparenthood.org/blog/can I use herbs to have an abortion at home? Can I use herbs to have an abortion at home? Planned Parenthood.
The next one?
And that site it's ANSIRH.org, research, over-the-counter medication abortion, and that's from that same place before, ANSIRH. Planned Parenthood, abortion, the abortion pill. How do I have an abortion using only misoprostol, MISOPROSTOL. The next search, Planned Parenthood, learn abortion, the abortion pill. So it's like the same, back and forth to the same site. Specifically, his search is, can I drink red antifreeze? Again, that same item is searched again right after the same time, 11:43 on December 11th, 2023.
So that was him searching in the search bar. Things to actually kill a baby. And so he's been charged. This is what I wanted to ask y'all. They don't have a body. So my thing is he has several charges on him right now. Is that murder charge going to stick? Or will they downsize it because there's no body? Like, it's going to be hard to convict him of murder without a body.
But
they don't need a body.
They still can charge you. You don't have to have a body.
Yeah. Remember the little girl that went missing? They still ain't found her body. I think she was like 6 or 7, and the boyfriend never said where she was at. I had to look up the exact name, but it was a little black girl, and she was being allegedly essayed as well by the boyfriend, and they never did find her body either. Remember, she stayed the night.
I know they don't have to have a body to convict them. I just said it's gonna be harder Is what I'm thinking, because some stuff to me point towards the grandma and the auntie too. So I'm just wondering, because he does have an attorney, is it going to be harder to convict for murder charges with all these other charges pending against him too?
He was the
I
last
don't think so.
one. He was the last one that she was seen with. Then the phone records and that computer, like checking the ways to have an abortion. They knew that she was pregnant because of the confirmed it with him in the phone records. So either he probably gave her something, and I don't know. It's a lot of things that could have happened, but they gonna charge him whether they found her body or not.
Thank you, Kia. That Kia hell.
So what are they? What is the actual charge? Because there are different charges and there are different. Is it first degree? Is it manslaughter? What is the actual charge?
I have to look up all his charges, but he has several charges. Several.
So the thing about our law system, and this is why I think things are there's too much in a lot. You can either have, as long as there are 4 things that you need to have to get certain charges to actually stick and convict. Where it's harder without a body, but as long as if you have a murder weapon, if you have an eyewitness with a solid 100% testimony that cannot be biased, which is very hard these days, and you have somebody or some type of evidence, those things are the only things that can save you. But without a body, yes, it is 100% harder.
But it's not gonna be, because the eyewitness is his sister, biological sister, and the guy that works there. She was the last person that he was the last person that had possession of her. So she was left with him, and she came up missing after being left with him. Both of them.
Their testimonies will be the jury won't care or listen to a thing they say, because they're the ones that put her in that situation. They're the ones that allowed all of it. And once they hear that evidence,
no, the guy, his business partner don't got nothing to do with the family. That's a coworker. That was his coworker, his business partner that was in business with him at the mechanic shop that they owned together. So his testimony is gonna stand too, because he and his sister don't live with them. His biological sister, is the one that's testifying against him, saying that she seen her with him when she went to the shop and they was fixing her car. Both of them are.
That's why I said that case. It was a case. I can't remember the little girl name, but the man had took her from the house. She wanted to stay the night with them, and he took her from the house. And they never did find that little girl body. At least not last that I watched the episode. But they still charged him with unaliving. They used the phone records. They used the searches that he made. They used the fact that they did find certain things in the car. And testimonies from from her little brothers, which would have been her stepbrothers, that said, yes, I saw. Yeah, I think it was Dinkins. I can't remember, but they charged him, and he never did tell them where that little girl body was at, and they charged him with murder. Yeah, the little brother seen what happened to the little girl, like he witnessed the Dinkins case. But yeah, they charged him, and they never did find that little girl body. He never told them where that body was at, and the mama wanted.
But he got enough evidence against him, period. There are conversations. The conversations between him. He owns the phone number that these text messages are going to a minor.
You see Deb comment said they found her glasses in the girlfriend car.
That's what I was think Shannon knew. Had the glasses in the car that he borrowed. He borrowed the baby mama's car, and her glasses was in it, which he returned to her the next day. So that's physical evidence that she was in that car, and that ain't the car that he picked her up in when he picked her up from the house.
Right. Y'all gotta watch the timeline. Miss Fairley says she watched the timeline on YouTube. Y'all really gotta go back and educate yourself on the story, because it's a lot to it. And them aunties, like grandma failed her, auntie failed her, all the aunties, and it's more kids involved, which makes it scary, because it seemed like a lot of people are around them, older men, funny looking men.
He got the auntie pregnant when she was 15. That came out in court. The auntie, she was 15 when she first got pregnant by him, which was a minor.
So how old is Shannon? Shannon is how old?
I think she 30 something or I forgot how old she was.
He is 44 now.
Shannon is 30 something, I think, but I remember them bringing that, like, she got pregnant by him. Her first child she had by him when she got pregnant, she was 15 and had the baby when she was like 16, I think they said.
Oh, that's terrible.
So they all been doing that. Then the grandmama, he had a baby. They said it came out, he had a baby. His first child he had by one of his mama's oldest friends at 13.
So he got mistreated as
He was SA, by one of his mama friends when he was 13 and had a baby. His oldest child is by an older woman.
Mm-hmm.
His very first child. So this is like, it's sad, it's sad but true. But hurt people. This is where you got a lot of this going on back, and people sweeping it under the rugs and going on in the households and stuff like that. And they go on in this house, stay in this house, and all that kind of stuff. This is where those repeated incidences keep happening, and you passing that sickness down, from generation to generation, because then nobody go get help. Then nobody go get no counseling, and everything was being swept under the rug.
I'm with you, you're right. Y'all tap the screen, share the live, tap. Thank y'all to FOE tonight for the sudden battle that we done. I really appreciate everybody that gave gifts. That was real fun. I don't want y'all to think that I don't appreciate it, because I do. We are here talking about the Naziah trial that's coming up and the preliminary evidence that has been reproduced on YouTube. And so with that being said, anybody else want to chime in?
Ms. Van Life, that's reported, the ones that's reported. Do you know how many go unreported? Like,
way more
than them go unreported and don't come out until these people are adults. That's why the 45, 50, you're right about that statistic, because majority of them don't get reported until they become adults or something triggers that and they come out and talk about it in their adult life. But from the age, from the adolescence to young adult age, if you look at that statistic, most of the time they don't tell until they become adults unless something forces them to tell.
And the hardest part is it's so hard to get people, especially men who would never do something like that, or women who haven't gone through that, to understand how often this happens. I was groomed and raped by 2 couples by the time I was 16. I was assaulted physically by 13 people by the age of 16. And that's just 16. More happened after. And so and half of them were reported and nothing was ever done. And there was definitely evidence, but things weren't investigated. Our systems and our families are broken altogether, and nobody ever actually does anything to prevent it to keep happening and to get people help that do it. And so it's just a horrible cycle that multiplies and multiplies. And our case numbers go up, and our trafficking goes up, and our poor little babies are being unalive because either it's an accident or they do it on purpose because they get scared or whatever. And it's
ain't never no accident when
they've been taught their whole life that this is how you work, and they've not gotten help. And then I'm just saying they still need to be punished. They still don't belong in the streets. But it's like if people started interviewing at an early age when it was actually happening, we could stop these cycles or at least get them down. But it's just so bad.
I agree. It depends on the age of the person.
Good evening, everybody.
Plays a lot is the age of the victim, in which they are SA, and the person that does the usually it's a close family member or a close family friend that's groomed that child and got them more comfortable from being around them, interacting with family and stuff like that, and then they use that same tactic to threaten them or instill fear. I'm a harm your mom, your dad, or harm this person if you tell, or whatever, and that's how they're able to do it for so long. Most of my victims that I work with, they were being touched and SA by age 6, and it happened all the way to they 15 to 16 years old by the same person, and then multiple family members because they were being threatened or they were being, told, well, I'm gonna do this to your mom, I'm gonna do this, and they believed it because of the age that it actually started happening to them, which was early on. So as a child, if you put that in the kid's mind, in a child's mind, they're gonna think that and they're gonna start believing it, and they're not gonna tell until they get older and they can feel like they can fend for themselves or don't put anybody else in harm's way.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey, Van.
This is a good subject. Some of you guys, I don't know or have known. I used to be a bounty hunter, and my minor is dealing with clinical sociology, dealing with pedophiles. So this is a touchy subject, and what Phenomenal just said is totally correct. These people who do this to children and teenagers are people that they know, they trust. And when that wall of grooming and trusting a person, right, they do say threatening things, or hey, they'll give them prizes, jewelry, things to keep, and tell them, hey, it's a secret, don't tell nobody. If you do, I'll do this, I'll do that. I want to encourage people who have children or grandchildren. It's very important that you talk to them, educate them. Hey, if somebody touch you here, if this, if that, educate them the warning signs. And then you need to tell your children, or the children that's in your family, or the children that you deal with, if people say keep a secret, that is a red flag. They shouldn't say that. They shouldn't keep a secret from you, right? A lot of things that people should be looking at a certain age, a child is not supposed to sit on someone's lap. So certain things, men are not supposed to be dressing or cleaning or things like that. And it just doesn't happen with males. The most reckless people, if you get a female is worse than a male. Like literally. They have a lot of rage. And you don't see it too much coming. The reason why I got into that field, went to school for it, is because I was messed with when I was younger. Family member, and then my stepdad, at the same time. With that being said, they do tell you to sweep it under the rug, or it's okay, don't tell nobody, it's gonna be all right, or whatever or whatnot. And it's very, very psychological for children, and they will build alter egos. They will build different types of triggers. With that being said, they also put up their pillars, and they don't remember, or it doesn't come out until, like Phenomenal said, when they're old enough, right? So it's very important that everybody, and that's just not just with your children, everybody, if they see a child or hear a child, or a child comes to you, if you see it, say something.
That's the thing. In this case that we're talking about, his sister saw the child.
And I was just about to say about the sister, She had to have known that his own child had got an STD from him. So these people around this child knew what he was about and what was going on. They're supposed to be the ones to say something. They should have been saying something instead of now you crying on the sand. Now you all emotional because she's missing, but you had no emotions when you saw that man with that kid. I don't care who he said the niece was. It wasn't his, and he shouldn't be around no kids anyway. Shouldn't be around his own kids.
Right.
The baby mamas is the ones that seen him with her, and except for the one that found the glasses, because she didn't know who the glasses belonged to. They was in her car, and her son was playing with them. She didn't know who the glasses belonged to, but the other baby mama that's taking up for him too, her and Shannon need to be dealt with because she knew that he was a pedophile, and she letting him around her kids.
And what about that weird ass lady talking about she his fiance? That's what you gonna say on the stand? You about to claim this man? When they
he don't come, he leave home at 2:00 in the morning, don't come back till the next day sometimes or something.
He is a registered offender.
And they don't even, and you ain't never been to his house.
People need to know also, there is no recovery or their urges are real. And it is what it is. They do not change their stripes at all. They just grow new ones to be undetected. And that's some real crap.
But you know what the number one thing is that I'm going to say 90% of the parents fail where we fail our kids? The cell phones. That is that is the most dangerous tool you can buy your child. And I know that because our family attorney, when my sons was in Steve Harvey mentoring program that I had them in, we will meet, like when the boys meet and they have their activities, they always had something for the parents, for us to do outside while the boys was doing their activities or whatever. And our family attorney was a spokesperson one day. They had attorneys come in, teaching you about documents and other stuff that you need to have for your family, for situations. And she gave them to us too, but she's also our family attorney. She said over 73% of her caseload at that time was from cell phones, because that's the most dangerous tool. We run out and go buy these kids because everybody got one. You think your kid got to have one, or they gonna feel left out, or you ain't.
I didn't get my kids cell phones.
You ain't gonna be a good parent because your kids don't got no cell phone, but don't nobody want to take the initiative to check them. You don't check them. You act like your kids paying the phone bills. She said, they locking you out of them. You can't check them when you want to. You don't got access to them when you want to. You can learn a whole lot about your kids that you don't even know through those cell phones. She said 70% of her caseload at that time was from cell phones and school districts, because if your child, say you got a son and he's in a group text with 4 other kids from his school, he don't even have to know that one of those little boys finna send him a picture because a little girl done sent him a picture of her in her panties and bra. He just opened it and he don't even know what it is. It ain't nothing in the subject saying this, whatever. Once he opened it, he's a part of that case. If her parents found out and pressed charges, everybody that opened up that text message is a part of that case. Mm-hmm. So she said, you know how as parents we don't govern and make sure that your kids are using that tool properly. And
they wasn't even watching her web. They wasn't even watching her web pages. Some of the videos left for bag, you got to go get in tune to it because we're gonna be covering it on YouTube. But they weren't even watching her social media platforms. They weren't watching. If you look at some of the videos that's posted up, but now had somebody be watching, like. It's easy, especially when you don't have all your grandkids and stuff now, living in the same area, home as you, for the other parents to be relaxed and giving kids cell phones and stuff like that. But you have to monitor those phones. And it's so easy to see your kids on the internet dancing any kind of way. But in this situation, that wasn't the case. This was somebody right up under her nose, somebody that should have been protecting her family. So that's what I want to make sure that I still bring to the forefront of this topic that we're talking about, is that this little girl was amongst the people that should have been protecting her, her grandmother. Her grandmother didn't even report that she didn't come home from school. She said, we'll handle it in the morning. It just seemed like that to me. Shannon and the grandmother had some type of strife towards that little girl. I really don't think that they loved on her like they should have. To me, it was like she was just thrown. To see the older men around there kissing on her and stuff, dancing with her in the video, it just seemed like to me they didn't give a damn about that little girl.
I think that
they did it.
had
It's
a
the same thing happened to them, though. They did the same thing. Her mama had them as a teenager, and it was by an older person. So it's a lot of dysfunction when all of it was coming out, and you hear the different things that happened to the granny, and then what happened to Shannon by him. It's like they okayed it because it didn't happen to them.
It's their MO, their pattern, and it is for them in their mind and their gesture. It's okay, but it really is not okay.
And I think it was resentment of her mom not being there too.
Right, and that's sad that people do that, and even people who have baby daddies, the mother does it. The mother does it as well. In a different form and a different setting. However, I just encourage people when they have their children, investigate the people that they are around, investigate the kids they interact with, investigate the parents. I know it's a lot to do, but that is your child or that is your family member. It's important because it's just very chaotic. It's very chaotic. Very chaotic.
Right. Good evening, Miss Netra. How are you?
Good evening, Miss Mermaid.
I would say I agree with everyone. And like with the grandma, I'm in my opinion, I'm holding the girlfriend, the baby mama, the one that had the 5 kids. In my gut and in my heart, I feel as if she knows more than what she says she knows because she saw those text messages. And instead of her calling the police, which we knew she wasn't going to do it because she was steady laying up with them, she didn't call the police. She tried to check the child. Like, are you serious? Like, those text messages were just... It broke me down because she didn't have anybody. She's asking him to get her a plan B or something. So it's like she's been pregnant before, and I guess they took care of it with the plan B. And I really feel like Shannon, that she was jealous and envy of this child because her man, whatever, was, I guess he was into this child, which is disgusting. And I really feel as though she was mad and, they didn't lift her up. They were talking down on her, calling her ugly. And she was a very pretty girl. And I really feel like she had a really envy and jealous. She had hatred towards this little girl because of the grown man.
That's what I believe.
And I don't understand. How can you lay down and have multiple children and this man's history? His history. So it's a mess. It's sad. And it's like, it's a year and nothing. We don't know where she is, and it just breaks my heart, because
to not know where she's at is so selfish. Like, I won't be surprised if we don't later find out that Shannon knows and Shannon helped get rid of that body. Because
that's what I feel.
A lot of men that are SAs, what happened is they offend and they like them young. Shannon got too old for him. So
Right.
She was the next blooming and grooming thing that he had been grooming and sleeping with. So in order for Shannon to keep the attention a little bit, she had to sacrifice and allow for him to keep coming around him. She was okaying it for him to fool with that baby. Cause it's gonna come out. You watch my word. That ain't the first time she checked her social media. She seen those messages, and she seen some messages in the text in the text messages in the cell phone too. So how much do you need to see for you to know you ain't hooked on that? Ain't hooked on phonics. You can read well. You read the text messages, and you went and started asking questions. It ain't nothing else that need to be read. You know what was
Nothing
going
else.
on.
Exactly. That's my whole thing. For them to say that they didn't know, that's you had to know because
That's why
you
they made her
confronted
read them in
her.
court.
You know, you confronted a child versus going to the police because this grown man.
She confronted him too.
Right, but
Yeah,
it was
she
a
should have went to the
confronting.
police.
Right, but it was a confronting of as if Nazaya was another grown woman. You know, like that's a child. Like
I
that
bet
is
that was her threat.
She should have been calling the police right when she read the text message. She should have been dialing 911 on the next breath in her body. Should have been talking to 911 dispatch,
But
asking
you
them to
have to
come out.
remember the way that they were treated and they end up probably surviving, right? That's the way that they're treating or treated the young lady, the girl, right? And most people
After
who
Van, Miss
are
Maria, then it's Michelle.
okay. You also have to remember too, they have an MO, they have a pattern. That pattern, that MO could be a brunette, thin, no, breasts. They have an MO and what they like, a characteristics on what they like, and it doesn't waver. They have an age grouping, an age setting. They have a body frame. They have everything that they look for, and they hunt just like they would hunt, like if you were hunting like ducks. And I'm being very transparent. They have an MO and a pattern that they use.
I just basically wanted to echo everything everybody was saying because it's all true. No matter how many times we say it, no how many times we go over it, there is so much happening in the world that is not in the forefront, but it's behind closed doors, and it's behind those doors that say what happens in my house stays in my house. And that's the real fear. Even like with me for my baby with going to school, it's like you remember that you come and tell us whatever it is. And sometimes that whatever it is not going to be everything we want to hear. But we got to take it, swallow it, and, deal with it so that no matter what it is, our kids can come to us and tell us anything. So I just wanted to echo what everyone was saying.
Thank you, Miss Marie. Michelle.
Are you saying me?
Yes.
So it's cellular, like a cell phone, or yeah, there you go. I think that the hatred that they're showing toward this baby is the same hatred they maybe had toward her mother. And so now that she's in their custody, they're just pushing that hatred along with her. When it comes to the auntie, I definitely believe it was jealousy. I think that she knew that she was almost in a secret competition with her little niece, And so I really think he don't know where the body is because she's the one who potentially disposed of it. When she found out about the baby, I feel like she potentially was more enraged than he was. I genuinely,
That's a good point.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I feel like he do know.
They probably did it together.
Both of them.
So you think maybe she did it and he just not saying nothing? Or
I feel like since he is the one going through court and stuff, like I feel like if he didn't do it, he would be trying to say something. But I don't
But
know.
they said
so.
he said it in court. They said he said it was not me. It was Shannon. That's what
So the thing
words are
is, like I
saying.
said before,
No, I haven't heard it.
women are the most dominant predator when it comes
I think he did that.
stuff like this.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Hey, lady.
I don't know if y'all ever it's a YouTube video on it's a YouTube video about this town in Florida that is set aside specifically for essayers. And when you watch the video, the men on the video, it's supposed to have been for the guy to show that they were still people, but it showed parents what to look for. And the men on there tell you exactly how they pick, kind of what Van was saying, how they pick the little girls that they want. And the number one thing that they said they watch for is little girls or little boys that are not being watched or monitored at the park. So the man said he used to go to parks and he would sit there and see the parent who would sit on her phone or his phone while their kid is running around and talking to strangers. And he was saying how exciting it made him whenever it was a little kid that would come up and talk to him. And so he would know then to always come back to that same park, sit there at that same time, and always see it. And so it kind of like brought awareness to what to watch for those kind of people. And the people that you seen, you would just think it's some old guy, just, or just somebody who's completely normal. And, mentally they're not. And it showed exactly what to watch for. So I don't know if y'all ever have time, but it's a small town in Florida, like a little island where they live, and they interview all the guys that was there.
They do.
We do these.
Well, can I play this audio? I wanted to play this audio. I think it's Nazaria Harris's mother. It's like 5 minutes long. It's the mother speaks out.
Yes, I think it's on Roxy platform. I mean, recording with Roxy, she did.
Hey y'all. Girl, hush, Patricia. I'm here. I see y'all. My bad. Look, y'all got to keep in mind that I am home with a toddler. I told y'all that yesterday. So sometimes I may come on a little late. Nonetheless, welcome. Can y'all hear me?
There's somebody YouTube, y'all. Spiritual detective.
Can you hear me?
I haven't heard the mother.
Okay.
So I'm
Hey y'all. Good night, good evening, good morning. Hey Patricia.
Jim Curtis.
Said Batman. Hey. Child of God, you here. Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. I think I'm saying that right. You say you hope it's new recent news. Well, I mean, how much more recent do y'all want it? I mean, the trial haven't started. So, of course, what may be new to you may be old to somebody else and vice versa. Hey, Vonzetta. Okay, good. God Glow, hey. Like with Derica. Okay. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, y'all know what? Let me see.
Why do it take so long to get to the audios? Girl, come on. It ain't but 5 minutes long. You done spent 2 on bullshit.
Okay, good. I'm just trying to make sure it's connected to the
Y'all go
screen.
follow my YouTube channel, please.
Because I don't see me connected to it.
Oh, girl, what the mama say?
What did
We
I
already
do?
2 minutes
What did I
in.
do?
So is this the little girl's mama talking?
No.
No.
Is she finna play the little girl?
Yeah, that's the grandma. I'm looking through it now.
Oh, you say you don't think he had nothing to do with it? Exactly. Okay.
I was going to see what her mama said.
Right, did they say whose blood was on it? Did they run any forensics on that? I can't stand it. Like, that's the least you can do, to show some respect. Get the name right. If you mess up on the name, correct it. That's annoying.
Okay, we ain't going to get to hear this. She getting on my nerves.
Girl, fast forward it.
I did. Here goes some of the ants.
And for what all we know for right now, that she never made it home.
This
like
family.
It was really just basically in the limelight that she was about to just go. Am I correct? Was she going home or was she going to visit? Can you kind of tell us something about her getting off the bus and what came next?
But what we understand, she was supposed to get off the bus and go home. We've been isolated from the family because of our feelings towards situations going on in the household. But basically, what we got information from family members who have spoken to us, she was supposed to come home and she didn't.
Okay. She was supposed to come home and she didn't, and she's 13 years old. So do you have any idea, Kawana, how long it was before anyone realized that she was not home, she did not come home, or get off the bus to come home, to go home?
Honestly, I think it was too long before anyone in the house realized that she didn't get off the bus and come home, because I would have realized right away that my child wasn't walking in the door at the normal time that they usually walk through the door.
And what was that time frame? Could you share with the audience the time frame before they really realized that she wasn't home?
Well, from what I read in like news reports and things like that, and the police that I talked to, she should have been arriving home a little bit after 3 o'clock. I even went over there and sat on a corner for a while out of drive and watched the buses come. I wasn't exactly sure which bus she was on, but all the buses came within 2 to 3 minutes of each other and were gone by 3:10. So she should have been home between 3 and 3:15 because the house is right around the corner from the bus stop. Not even a 5-minute walk.
Literally. So again, has anyone figured out the amount of time? What was the time frame that she actually became missing?
We know they said that she went missing after getting off of the bus. That's all we know. We just learned recently that they didn't realize she was missing until around 6 o'clock.
And that's when was the police called? Did the mother, the guardian notify the police?
No, all the information we received is that they claimed that they went to look for her, but no neighbors on that block. We went and asked when we passed out flyers. The neighbors on that block said they didn't even know a little girl was missing, especially not the little girl from that house because they were familiar with that house.
Right. They were familiar with the house.
Yeah.
Were there any other children, young children, older children in the house that you know of?
Multiple children frequent that household and live in the household. At least, let me see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, at least 11 children.
Wow.
Have lived in that house recently.
Damn.
I do think something happened with the black market. I just want to say that real quick. Okay.
And
now, why is 11 kids around that man?
7 that live there and 2 others that may possibly still frequent that household.
They didn't give a damn.
If I can interject for a second. One of the questions that is commonly asked in terms of the family, I want to, get through this and go on to some other things, but not only were there a lot of small children in the house, it has become public knowledge in terms of, number one, everybody knows Jarvis Butts, who is been identified as the suspect in this crime, and of course, as of today, has been bound over to trial to face all of those charges and even increased charges. The prosecutor added, or it upgraded, I think is the better term, a charge today. So we are grateful for that.
But one of the questions that I get a lot in the comments is asking about the grandmother's history in terms of her having her own children and how she was able to get foster children, and then was Jarvis Butts living in the home or not, things like that. If you guys could clarify for us any, information you can share, because of course this is still an ongoing investigation, so we don't want to say anything that's going to interfere with that process. But anything that you guys can share in terms of the dynamics of the home, as far as the access maybe that Jarvis had to the children. You said how many children were in the house, but again, like I said, that with the public already being aware that there was issues with the grandmother, would you either one of you know how she was able to bring in foster children in the home?
Do you want to answer that, Kiwana? You want me to answer it?
It don't matter. You can answer.
Lies. She lied. And I'm assuming that foster care didn't do a very good check on her when she was able to even get custody of Nasiah and her brother, as well as not when she was able to get the other foster children she has cared for, as well as the 2 children that she fostered and has adopted.
And also, I would like to add, we found that she had only made them aware that she had 2 children, and she has more than 2 children. So I don't know if cases were missed from that. I'm not sure, but
she has 7 children. From what I understand, I have people I know who work in foster care and things like that. They ask you about your children. They want to interview your children, see how your children are, how they turned out, where they life with, what type of upbringing they had. But unfortunately, out of her 7 children, the first one ran away.
The system is so corrupt.
At a very young age.
It fails every time.
And went
It does.
to school. Then Zaya's mother, she has had some difficulties in life and ran away at 13. Then the next child ran away at 16. Then the next child left at 17 or 18. And they just all have been going through some triumphs in their life that we feel they would have never had to go through if they had to have better parenting. This is one reason why my father, my father and my grandmother tried to help Annette when she was young. And she wasn't receptive to the help that she received. My grandmother and father got her 11 years old. She was pregnant. My grandmother helped her get a hood home, pay for attorneys to help her get her baby, because he ended up becoming a ward of the state because she was so young. And Annette just continued to be promiscuous and things like that. But she was a victim of a lot of trauma herself.
I wish I could get an interview with one of the family members.
So her children, they have some issues too. Everybody got their problems, but
why should it be good, Miss Netra?
If I may ask, Deb, I'd like to ask this question. How did the alleged accuser, how did he even come into contact? I'm trying to figure out, how did she get in contact with him? She lived in one residency. He lived in another. What was the connection of the contact?
Eggs, baby. Eggs.
As far as Nasiah?
Yes.
My niece, her aunt Shannon, that was her boyfriend, her father, her children. Wherever Shannon was, he was.
Okay. So I guess a lot of the people, I'm getting some, people are dinging me on the other end, but they're trying to understand. They thought that the child lived with the aunt.
No, Nasiah was living with her grandmother, Annette. But Shannon was always over Annette's house prior to moving back in with her. I think she moved back in maybe August or something of 2023. She was living in a townhome that I let her live in. She was living in a townhome, a Section 8 townhome. I incomed out of it when I graduated from nursing school. I signed it over to her, thinking it would be a stepping stone to help her and her children. And we keep it in the family, and maybe the next person who needs a stepping stone to go finish school or whatever to use it. Well, Shannon got evicted from that townhome because of her and her shenanigans with Jarvis. So she ended up having to move back in with Annette sometime in August or September of 2023. That's how she got back in the home with Annette. But prior to that, Nasiah was with Shannon all the time at her home. And Jarvis was where Shannon was when he was with Shannon and not the others that he was with.
Does anybody know how he was able to stay in that house with minors, being that he had been a sex offender, even imprisoned.
We were told that he was no longer on parole and that he could be around children. But I thought the law was that you can't even live in the vicinity of school. So how is it that you can live in a house with children that are not yours, which it really didn't matter if they were his or not? He violated them. So, but that's what we were told. Most recently, when all this stuff happened, they said that's why.
Wow. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead, Kiwana. We were told that most recently, and also I was told that upon the call of protective services, while Shannon was living in Clinton Township, my question to them was just that: why and how is he allowed to be around the children? Because we kept constantly being told that they're not finding any signs of abuse, and so that was one of my questions. Well, there's a pedophile in and